published 2033 Est, 26 November 2017. Updated 2033 Est, 26 November 2017. Immigrants suspected of being here illegally should be served more culturally diverse food, a removal center has been told. Caterers face claims that meals at Yarl's Wood, where suspected illegal immigrants are held supposedly pending deportation, are too Western for detainees' taste buds. Inspectors said inmates had complained that lunch at the £100 million centre usually consisted of baguettes and salad. Only 1 in 7 detainees thought the food was good compared to 1 in 4 in 2015, according to the prison's WCOG. Caterers face claims that meals at Yarl's Wood, where suspected illegal immigrants are held supposedly pending deportation, are too Western for detainees' taste buds. Now private firm Serco, which runs the centre in Bedfordshire, has been told to improve its menus. Yarl's Wood is home to just over 300 detainees, mainly women, from 61 countries. Most inmates are from India, China and nations in Africa. A report by Peter Clark, the chief inspector of prisons, said, "The food that we sampled was adequate, but most dishes comprised Western-style food and the menu lacked cultural diversity." The lunchtime meal consisted largely of baguettes or salad. There was very little in any of the menus to reflect the normal TSO of, for example, Chinese or African women. Food should be suited to the religious and cultural needs of detainees, said the report for Home Inspectorate of Prisons HMIP. Menus should reflect the diverse needs of the population. However, managers were praised for preparing meals suitable for vegetarians, vegans and those with halal TS. Detainees also had access to kitchens where they could cook their own food. Tory MP Philip Davies said, "These are people who should not be in the country in the first place, so they should be grateful that they are being looked after so well. That wouldn't be the case in lots of other countries." Previous reports on the centre, which opened in 2001, have found that food was not good enough. In its 2015 report on Yarl's Wood, the Independent Monitoring Board, a WCOG that checks conditions inside prisons and removal centers, criticized bosses for dishing up too many pizzas, chips and baguettes. Despite activists dubbing Yarl's Wood a prison camp, HMIP praised staff in the latest report for providing yoga and aerobics classes for women. Detainees were also given mobile phones so they could contact family and lawyers. Some of those held at the centre will be sent home. However, others will be granted permission to remain in the UK or bailed. A Home Office spokesman said, "Detention and removal are essential parts of effective immigration controls. It is vital these are carried out with dignity and respect, and we take the welfare of our detainees very seriously. We are taking action to address the recommendations." Earlier this year, it was revealed that suspected illegal immigrants at Norton Hall in Lincolnshire were offered courses on how to make to-be bartenders specializing in alcohol-free fruit cocktails known as mocktails. Also on offer were short courses including how to fold napkins in restaurants, window cleaning, training to be a barista and classes in hotel housekeeping. The courses, which pay the detainees £1 an hour, are intended to make sure they have skills to secure jobs when they return to their homeland. It has been estimated that a place at a removal centre costs £30,000 a year. 5 Afghan migrants were wounded in a gunfight between people smuggling gangs in Calais. It came just hours before French police opened fire on a car of migrants after it crashed through a roadblock in a bid to reach Britain. The incidents took place as the port descends further into chaos as increasing numbers are trying to sneak across the channel. Fighting breaks out among migrants at Calais. In October last year, the squalid jungle camp at Calais was razed and 8,000 people were relocated across France. Smugglers charge as much as £13,000 to bring a migrant to Britain, and the trade means rival gangs resort to violence to settle turf wars. Gunshots were exchanged between the groups at about 6 p.m. on Saturday near the Secours Catholic Charity on the outskirts of Calais. 3 migrants were treated in a Calais hospital and a 4th, who was more seriously injured, was taken to a hospital in Lille. A 5th was treated at the scene. A local police source said it was common for rival groups to fall out over smuggling routes. The source added, "It is likely that smugglers were involved in this gunfight." Soon after, a car holding 9 migrants crashed into a roadblock, injuring a riot police officer. A local government source said people smugglers were among the 6 Iraqis and 3 Afghans arrested. The chaos comes after it was revealed Britain may give tens of millions of pounds extra to France to ramp up security. Since 2015, the UK has handed over £124 million. In October last year, the squalid jungle camp at Calais was razed and 8,000 people were relocated across France. But hundreds have since returned to the area.